Hello, truckers. Welcome back to American Truck Simulator with realistic economy, and things are a little different than we left last episode. So last episode, we were on our way to Cheyenne, Wyoming, hit an invisible wall on the road, and we caused some damage to the truck and the trailer. That's fine. So I decided between episodes that, geez, maybe I should check on the map, see if there's any updates, and there was an update, so I updated the map, loaded the ATS, and kind of forgot when you do that, a map change in mods is a big change to ATS, so I got reset to our home garage in Salt Lake City, which also means I lost the trailer. The job we were doing, we got reset. No penalty fees for that, but we do lose the money we were going to make on delivering that trailer. It was going to be kind of interesting because we did have 14% damage on the trailer, but no damage to the cargo, so I don't know if that would have been excellent delivery or not. So there's like about $2,000. I forgot how much it was going to pay us. So what I decided to do is, we're not in Salt Lake City either. So what I decided to do, last episode we ended up at this rest area right here. We gassed up, pulled in, parked, and we were getting ready to sleep. That's like somewhere around Laramie, Wyoming. So we were like 40 miles shy of Cheyenne. So I decided to teleport myself over to Cheyenne because, so that's where we are. We're at Cheyenne at some rest area here. And that's where we're at. Let me go get back in the truck because it's only 5 o'clock. I don't have a load and my clock is out for the day. So we need to set the time to 8 o'clock at night. And I'm screwing this all up with the code down there. G underscore set underscore time. 2000 hours. So that should be 8 o'clock at night. Perfect. We are now tired. So now we're going to sleep tonight. The only problem was we were going to make this delivery to Cheyenne, and we were going to the Western Star dealership and see if we can make a truck purchase. But I'm thinking it may not happen unless my driver's bringing a lot of cash overnight. And I don't want to say they only brought in $52,000. I mean, not tell you how much they brought in $52,000. They only brought in like $1,000. So not much going on there. So we're not even going to bother stopping at the Western Star. I may go past there. Wait, it's a Freightliner. We still have not found a Freightliner dealership anywhere, right? Truck dealers. No Freightliner. We didn't really discover this one yet, but when we look on the map, it says Western Star. I do have Western Star. Actually, we found a couple Western Star garages. Anywho, let's go to the job market and see what we got. We're trying to go to the northeast. So, Mississippi, Colorado, Texas, New Mexico, Utah, Colorado, Wyoming, Utah, Washington, anything going Ithaca, New York. There's a haul and a half. Ithaca, New York. Ventilation shaft, not much weight to it. That will work. I mean, it's not bad paying. Let's see, Colorado, Wyoming, a lot of Wyomings here. I mean, you can't get much more New England. Well, I don't want to say you can get close to New England, but it's New York. Where were we here? What map? What column was that in? Right here. So we're going to pay $2.38 a mile, which is not great, but it's something. So let's go ahead and we'll set the GPS. Wait. Before I do anything, let's see. They expect it on Thursday, and I think we're Tuesday in game. How many miles is it? We'll just say 1,600. That's 2 days. That's 2 days worth of traveling. So I got to travel Tuesday, Wednesday, and it gives me, we can do it. We can do it. We're fine. Let's go ahead and set GPS for that. We'll go get that trailer, wherever it may be. Let's hop into the cab. Let me reset my track IR. Let the truck warm up. We're full of gas. The missus is still over there. Are we all set to go? I think so. Sorry, just thinking of all the things I probably should be saying, but I think we covered it all. Here we go. So since I teleported here, I don't really know what the exit is, but if it's like all the other gas stations, it's going to be around here somewhere. There it is. And where am I going? Nope, that's not the exit. Okay, one of us is going the wrong way. I'm going to assume it's me. I'm just glad he didn't run into me. That would have been a great start to the video. I mean, it's already great when I forgot. I got the map loaded in, the new Coast to Coast map, or the updated version of it. And it said, oh yeah, you've been reset. It's like, reset? Oh, I did a map change. So my bad there. So we lost about a grand and a half. Would that have been enough to be able to go buy a truck? I'm thinking not. I probably should have looked. If we are going back past the Western Star dealership, maybe we'll swing in just to see what's going on there. But speed limit 65 here. Okay, I wasn't thinking 65. 1 mile to go. It's gonna take me 7 minutes to get there, apparently. So we're on our way to New York. Now, I still got the same problem with the Pro Mods map and the Coast to Coast map being on together. I can't scroll over all the way to the right to see where we're going. And there's trees in the road here. I don't ask. Don't ask. Yeah, it looks like, you know what? Maybe on the Coast to Coast map, you might want to stay away from parts of Wyoming right now. Green light. Let's go on through, hopefully. Meadow West is where we need to go. So now I'm really hoping that Meadow West is right here. Yep. I'm really hoping that the Wyoming map comes out sometime soon, but it's not going to come out anytime soon. Let's go Freight Market, and where's that load going to? New York, Ithaca. Yeah, I can't scroll over far enough to see that. That might be part. If I can't scroll over while we're driving, that might be a problem. That could be a problem. Last time what we did was I took down the Pro Mods Canada mod. And then I could scroll over, but then when I reload the mod map for Canada, it resets me back to Salt Lake City again. I'm doing a lot of jabbering, and I was not paying attention. Where is my trailer? There it is. There's my trailer. But I am thinking, you know, if we get over to Ithaca, or near Ithaca, I may go ahead and take out the Pro Mods Canada map. That way we can just cruise around coast to coast for a little bit longer. Canada map is nice, but the problem is I can't stay up there. I can't get loads to stay. I can go up there, but I can't get a load to keep me in Canada. I'm thinking Canada does not want me. Alright, so this is going to be a light load. It's only a ventilation shaft. But it might be a 2.5 episode journey to get there. Now, the one thing I think this might do is, first thing we're going to do is we're going to put this in neutral, actually, and put the parking brake on for a second. We're going to go ahead and check out the map. Nope, not my truck status. We know the... Nope, that's the wrong button still. That button and that button. There we go. And this button here, the map. Where is the dealership here? Did we not see? Oh yeah, it's right down here. So it might be a Western Star dealership. Since I already got my trailer, and I know it's going to be marginal if we can go ahead and get that, we're just going ahead and drive. Yeah, I can't scroll the map any further over than that. Well, I think we'll just drive and see what we can come up with here. Parking brake, and let's get on the road. The clock is ticking. So what I'm trying to say is by the time we actually get to Ithaca, New York, I'm hoping we'll be able to maybe purchase a truck. I'm hoping to. I mean, a couple days' time should allow us to do something, I would think. We do have 6 drivers on the road, and they should be getting some deliveries done. So I'm not really sure what's going on with the Wyoming map state in the Coast to Coast map. Got a few issues of invisible walls, and now we just came through with, this is the latest version of Coast to Coast. And oh, you know what else I gotta fix? Hang on a second here. And then, yep, my lights are all off. Parking lights, low beams. And turn on these, even though I don't have those. Dashboard lights, I like to turn those down a little bit. Got to make sure our lights are on. Doesn't matter much during the day, but it would if it was raining. And of course when nighttime comes. And why wouldn't I have my lights on at all times anyways? For safety reasons. Once we get on the I-80 eastbound, which I do believe is what we'll be taking. I'm going to get a ticket for that. I did not get a ticket for that. Okay. Maybe the game knows I'm having some issues here, so it's like, you know what? We'll give them a free pass there. Yeah, down the street should be a Western Star. It would be nice to go down there and see how much a Western Star would cost me, but... Yep, we're just going to wait until we get to Ithaca and see what's there. If there's one in Ithaca or not. Who knows? Hopefully no invisible walls today. That'd be good. So I would assume we're going to take the I-80 all the way to Chicago. I'm going to guess that's what we're going to take. And then probably interchange onto the I-90. Just a random car coming along. Alright, I think I'm all set. Let's get on the road, get up to speed here. 80 miles an hour is the speed limit, so we'll zoom right on through. And when we get into... Why is that car slowing way down for? Oh, because the speed limit is dropping to 35 on the interstate. Why wouldn't it? Gotta love ATS with these speed limit areas. Why 35? Who knows? Wow, there's a good chunk of change coming in there. Still 35, huh? So Alicia just brought in just shy of $4 grand. So like I said, by the time we get to Ithaca, I would hope, if there's a dealership there, still 35 through here. Hopefully it changes when I get to this off ramp. But hopefully by the time we get to Ithaca, we'll have, I don't know, maybe like 65 grand in the bank account. If I gotta do 35 all the way through here, it's gonna be a long flipping journey. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, I'm gonna put the hammer down and just deal with the consequences if it comes that way. If there's a copper out here, there's a copper out here. I'm hoping that there's just an error with the speed limit sign around here. And once we get out of the city limits, it'll pick on up. Everyone's still doing 35. Excuse me, coming through. And there we go. Speed limit's back up to 80. Alright. We're going to cruise at 80 ourselves. And I'm going to get out of this fast lane because both invisible walls that we have hit in the past, I don't know, 10 episodes have been in the fast lane. Life in the fast lane, as the Eagles would say. Surely makes you lose your mind. Alright, now that I think we're rocking and rolling here, I want to get this up here. What are we going to get paid? So this is a $4,000 trip. And if you want to look at it as, let's see, speed limit 75, we're doing 80. Yeah, we're still in good range. So basically, it's going to take us 2+ days to get there. I think we tried before to get 800 miles done each day. Now, I know I rounded up to 1,600, so that means I got to get 800 miles done. If I can get the mileage down to like 720 miles to go by the end of today, then maybe I can get to Ithaca in the next day. I guess that's what I'll shoot for. If I can get it done in 2 days, that'd be great. And like I said, hopefully we get to Ithaca, fingers crossed, because I cannot see Ithaca from here. Maybe if I lean forward, but you know what I'm saying, on the map. I can't see Ithaca from here, so I don't know if there's a dealership there or not. But this is parts of like the northern part of the country on the coast-to-coast map where you get a lot of this. It has nothing to do with my graphic settings or anything. It's just the way the coast-to-coast map is. They pretty much have worked on the southern parts of the country. Now, I would assume at this point we are in Nebraska. I would assume that we would be going through Sydney at this point somewhere. Actually, that could have been Sydney that we went through with the speed limit was 35. If that's the case, if that was Sydney, then probably if this was in real life I-80 going through Nebraska, it's almost like this. Just picture corn on either side of the interstate until we get to Omaha, with a couple exits here and there. If I can do 80 miles an hour all the way through Nebraska, speed limit being 75, yeah, I got a good leniency there on the speed limit. But we'll definitely make good time. We'll definitely get some good mileage done. I'm just trying to picture Ithaca if I've ever actually been there in ATS. I don't think so. So this is what I was talking about before when I said, yeah, we're going to travel up in the Northeast. I said, we're going to get sections of the map to where it's just going to be nothing. Kind of like here. And it's been a while since I've actually drove through Nebraska in ATS. So, like I said, we'll see how it goes. But there are parts of the Northeast that are done, so we'll go up there and have a drive around for a few deliveries. So if you've been here long enough, you know what it was like when we went down to Florida Keys. When we got to Florida, Florida was done over nicely. So was in Georgia. But like I said, the upper parts of the country, it's been a while since I drove through, but it's kind of barren in some areas, but we shall see. But looks like we're starting to see some foliage coming up here. But I was kind of disappointed about when I loaded the map, another $3,000 delivery being done. Remember how I said when I get to Ithaca we may have like 65,000? We're just, well, yeah, we still, Peanut, you still got some loan payments to make today and tomorrow and every other day for the next year. So, all right, so we'll be coming up on here. Whoa, wasn't paying attention. Was not expecting the interstate to go down to one lane. All right, not really sure what that was all about. I thought we were on the I-80 out of Cheyenne. Were we not? I would assume that we were. Anywho, right now I don't remember what it was. Oh yeah, so yeah, I was kind of interested to see when we got delivery done because we had a lot of damage on the trailer, but nothing on the cargo. I think we would have been fine. I think it would have said excellent delivery because there was no damage to the cargo, and there's always damage to the trailer because you get tire wear. Although we were up to 14%, I believe, if I remember correctly. I want to get out of this fast lane. It's a little different to the fast lanes now, which is maybe a good thing. We were going to pop into the Western Star after we made our delivery just to see what a Western Star would have cost us, but yeah, I'm thinking it would have been marginal and probably not at all. I guess what I could, you know, I was thinking maybe when we get done today, when we make our rest area, maybe just see how much a Western Star would have cost. So we know that this Volvo truck, after we repaired it, I'm going to get like $95,000 for it. So basically, I can afford a truck up to $150,000. Which, when we were looking at the Kenny was a little bit too much for us. And we were going with the older style Kenny, not the newer style Kenny. Maybe the newer style Kenny with all those upgrades that we were going to do, I could afford it. But yeah, I'd like the older Kenny a little bit better. Like I said, the next truck we do buy, I want to pick it out a little bit more carefully because we're going to be in that truck for a while. Because basically when we trade in this truck and get our new truck, we're going to be pretty much left with no cash. And the next step will be buy a garage, buy our truck, hire a driver, so we need about $225,000. And I don't remember what episode it was when we last bought a truck and hired a driver, but I know it's been a while. But I know I keep saying it. The good news is our drivers are leveling up. They're earning more cash on deliveries, so are we. But definitely getting another garage and some more drivers going would be good. I keep forgetting, though, about messaging the mod author, Patrick, about the realistic economy mod on here, because buying a garage is like $90,000, which is about almost half the price as it would be in the base game. But upgrading the garage is still $100,000 as it is in the base game as well. So I want to know if you left that intentionally, or I'm pretty sure someone must have asked him that question by now. Hopefully I can remember. Maybe when I get done this episode, I'll go on and see if I can get a hold of him and ask him. I know I said this a couple times, and what usually happens is I get done recording the episode and I just get right into editing the video, render it, and then start uploading, because that's what I do. And by then my mind is completely gone anyways. Some may say my mind's already gone before I even do any of that, but it's more gone afterwards. Because I would love to upgrade the garage that we have. Say, like, if I could upgrade the garages for $50,000, that would definitely save us some time. What time of day is it? So it's only 10 a.m. Like I said, not much to see out here. But hopefully when we get to maybe like Chicago, I'm assuming we're going to go to Chicago. Like I said, we couldn't quite see the map to see what GPS had tracked for us. I'm kind of curious. Let me go. I'm actually going to open up the map here. So there we are. Yeah, so I can't scroll over. Okay, so it's not going to let me scroll over. I thought it would center on us, and it's not going to. So yeah, running my hours, I'm going to have to disable that ProMods Canada. And yeah, because it's going to be hard for me to find a rest area as we're driving. So I'm going to have to ballpark it as we're driving here today. Ballparking means when it gets around 3 o'clock, I'll start thinking about a rest area. But I'm also going to be tempted to drive a little bit further than normal, because I would like to get this delivery done at the end of the day tomorrow, but that would mean driving almost 800 miles per day. And if I keep at 80 miles an hour all the way through, that's definitely going to help us out. Because if I drive at 80 miles an hour for 11 hours, come on people, quick math, yeah, it's 880 miles. But obviously our day started driving through Cheyenne to get our load, and of course we went to that section with 35. So if we can keep it 80 miles an hour all the way through to the end of the day, it might be 800 miles. But I am excited to possibly having a new truck here in a couple of episodes to drive around in. On my other profile, what I would do just to keep the truck looking like a new truck, I would change the paint scheme every so often. It's not that hard to actually make a paint scheme, but it's been so long since I've done it. It'll probably take me a while to get used to doing it again. I may go ahead and, boy, it's been a while, but I may go ahead and make my own paint scheme for. Maybe that's what I'll do, just to make it a little bit more interesting for us. So whatever next truck is, I'll have to wait and see. I'll just wait and see what truck we do buy, and then what I will do is, and of course I'm saying this in questions while I get to it, I hope so. But I'll get the template out for that truck, and I'll make a paint scheme for us to slap on the truck. And I can make the price of that paint scheme I think I have to make it at least $1,000, right? I don't remember. But yeah, I'll pop it in there and we'll put it on our truck and we'll have our own little paint scheme. Because like I said, we're going to be in that truck for a while. Now, if we are going through Nebraska, yeah, I'm not quite sure about the little mountains here and there, but you know what? I'd rather have it like this than just completely flat and just pure grass everywhere. I'm surprised even going that hill that the truck slowed down to 71 because we're only hauling just under 12,000 pounds behind us. Just keeping an eye on the speed limit. If the speed limit drops down to 70, then doing 80 miles an hour, I could possibly get a speeding ticket for that. I want to make up some time. Actually, it's not the time. I want to make up the miles. That's what I'm trying to do. So it's kind of nice getting those 2 deliveries done by other drivers today. But seeing the big numbers like that doesn't always tell the tale because it basically comes down to what are they earning per mile. That's what it comes down to because, I mean, if it took them 3 days to get that, then, I mean, that's still not too bad, don't get me wrong. But it's not like they're making $3,000 a day. That was probably a 2.5 day journey for them. Same thing that, like we're doing here. We're getting paid $4,000, but it's going to take me 2 days at least, and possibly a couple hours in the 3rd day. Every time that does that, I'm not going to lie to you, it always feels like I did a fine. So. But we're slowly making those payments off, and like I said, at some point, we got 2 loans going, and when both loans get down below $250,000, what we're going to do is we're going to take out another $500,000 loan, pay off those 2 loans, just have one, that way we save ourselves some money on some interest. I'm not sure, but I might be even high enough level. I'm not going to do it though, to where I can possibly maybe take out another $1 million worth of loans. So that would definitely get the company up and going. But other than the point of being able to buy ourselves another truck, there's not really a use to it. I mean, yes, the company would grow, and yes, we would be making more money per day, but we're not really seeing our other trucks on the road. And that was one thing when I first started playing ETS2, and I started playing that, like I said, maybe a couple years before ATS came out. When I started getting company trucks, I made a paint scheme for my trucks, and I was just buying the same truck over and over again. I was slapping their logos on it, and I thought I would see my trucks on the road, and unfortunately you don't. So I was expecting, like, going down the road, but it'd be cool if I go to pass a truck and I find out it's one of my own drivers that you're passing. Now, I know we can go to the map and see where our drivers are on the map, but as far as I know, when you're driving actually in-game, you're not going to see your company trucks going down the road. Let's move it back on over to here. So unfortunately, I can't even bring the map up to see exactly where we are on the coast-to-coast map. So like I said, I'll probably disable the ProMods Canada map because I won't be getting up there for many episodes. So I'll try to remember at the end of this episode to disable the ProMods Canada map. That way we can scroll over and actually see where we are in the country. Because who knows, maybe after we're in New England, maybe we'll zip on down the eastern coast. Like right now we are going to Ithaca. So maybe from there we'll try to find something like maybe Boston. And then just head on down the coast. Because I know parts of North Carolina I've done over. And I really haven't been through South Carolina. And then maybe we'll zip from like North Carolina, just head, I was going to say head east. Better put big floating tires on the truck if you're going to head east out of North Carolina. Head west out of North Carolina and go through like Kentucky, Tennessee, and then maybe get down towards Texas and work our way back at some point. But the main goal is, because I know a few of you wanted to get up to New England, or I should say the northeastern part of the country. So we are going ahead and do that today. Well, not today, but we are on our way that way anyways. I will say though, even parts of this map, even though it looks barren at this point here, you can see there is some shrubbery on the side of the road. In the early days of Coast to Coast, it was pretty much just plain bare grass, kind of like you see in the median between the east and westbound lanes here. Yeah, so we are just getting to Omaha, so we're eastern Nebraska. Hello, Omaha. Little speed limit is 60. Yeah, I might want to slow down some. Well, I remember the early days of our company here, we were definitely well aware of the speed limits because of the fines and everything. Yeah, the fines still do hurt money-wise, but not as it did in the early stages. I'm trying to remember, was it a speeding ticket? What's the speed limit? 70? Let's just slow down some. Yeah, so in the early days, I think it was a speeding ticket that we got that cost us like $450 on a speeding ticket, and that delivery we did that day, because we were driving for someone else at the time, I think I earned like $450, so the whole day I earned a whopping $30. And that was early on. It's got to be like episode 4 or 5, I would assume. We're just going to ride right here in the middle lane. But now we're starting to get some foliage on the trees. How about some trees as foliage? Like I said, it's been a long time since I've been through this part of the Coast to Coast maps. It'll be interesting to see for myself as well. You know, is it done over a little bit more from what I remember? Who knows? Man, I really don't. I would like to get another 300 miles in today, because that would get us down to 730, and I think I could stretch it to Ithaca in the next in-game day. Yeah, I don't see us getting another 300 miles in today. So it looks like, because in-game is Tuesday, so it looks like we won't actually get to Ithaca until Thursday morning. Which still gives us plenty of time, because they're not expecting the delivery until, wait, where is it? 1 o'clock in the afternoon till 8 o'clock in the evening. So unless we run into a detour somewhere, it should not be an issue. So this is the thing, like I said, I can't really check out the map to know where the rest areas are, so we're going to have to wing it and ballpark it. Hopefully I can find a rest area. If we don't find a rest area, then I'll probably have to pull off into the city, then we can find somewhere in the city to rest on up. So it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon now, so we'll drive for another 2 hours, and then when it hits 4 o'clock, we'll just start looking. Because yeah, like I said, I was trying to stretch the run today to get to Ithaca tomorrow night, but I don't think that's going to happen. So starting at 4 o'clock, when we see an off-ramp somewhere, and it's got to be to a city, not to another interstate or something, but And oddly enough, that trucker on the other lane when the accidents happened looks like they were carrying some ventilation. But yeah, well, we got to find like a city or gas station of some sort. Hopefully I don't pull off somewhere thinking, oh, there's going to be a rest area in this town or city. And yeah, I have to go like 20 miles to get somewhere. Don't want to do that. So before, when I was saying the early days of Coast to Coast map, this is what it looked like everywhere, pretty much. But when ATS first came out, we just had California and Nevada. To finally get to stretch our legs a little bit and drive across country, it was a nice change just to get out of the area. But then again, scenic-wise, it kind of lacked like it does now. So we should be like in Iowa at this point, because we went through Omaha. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why? All right. Now, some of you may have been thinking, oh my god, is there an invisible wall there? AI traffic does not get affected by invisible walls, so I'm going to assume that that truck in front of us, that blue truck, who's hauling ventilation, probably right in the back of someone. Why are we seeing a lot of trucks hauling ventilation that are getting into accidents? Is that an omen that's coming my way that I want to get into an accident? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Remember I said about detours? Are you going to let me get off and get back on the interstate? Is that a thing? Is that something I could do? I think that's what we're going to do. So they're blocking that off. They're blocking that off. Alright, so yeah, technically I shouldn't be here, but we are. So I know someone said that you can drive around these, and yes, I understand we can, but I was trying to leave it more on the realistic side that I shouldn't be going through here, but I wasn't quite sure where they were blocking it off. So actually the cops that had the road blocked off, they should have the ramp blocked off basically. And they did not. So that's why I thought we were clear of the incident, but we were not. But one thing it does do, definitely cleans up traffic around here. Alright, so the speed limit is 65 going through Des Moines, so just keep it just under 70. So that would be something like, if I were to divert going off that off-ramp, that would have been kind of interesting to see where I would have to go, because obviously coast-to-coast map doesn't have many side roads here nor there. So that could have been like a 200-mile detour that I had to go around, which would have really sucked. I'm still on the I-80. And speed limit now is 70, so let's go ahead and ramp it up a little bit more. And 3:30 in the afternoon, we just left Des Moines. So I'm thinking Davenport? Possibly Davenport will be like the next city, to where I possibly can go ahead and call it a day. And we can see the mileage wise, yeah, trying to get it down to like 750 miles, which would have been pretty darn good. Yeah, we're down to 914, so it's not too bad. And we should get like another 60 or 90 miles off of that. So, yeah, we're still going to be over 800 miles to go, which is not even halfway of what we were needed to chew in for the trip. So, not going to get there Wednesday, so we'll get there Thursday to Ithaca. But now I just got to stay focused on getting to Davenport. I would assume Davenport is on the map, which would be eastern Iowa. There might be a city in between that's on the map. I don't know, but I would expect Davenport to be on there. But everything's looking good. Fuel-wise, we're doing good. Yeah, we're going to get, I did say 4,000 for this, right? Yeah, just over 4 grand if I don't damage the cargo. Speaking of, the trailer's got 2% damage on it, which is tire wear. The truck that we just repaired and then smacked that invisible wall. It's kind of weird with invisible walls. So the one we hit before, which was in the fast lane on I-25, leaving Colorado, going into Wyoming, we hit that invisible wall and caused no damage whatsoever. And last episode, that invisible wall was inside Wyoming on the I-80 eastbound in the fast lane, and that did about 10% damage to the truck and 12% damage to the trailer that we were hauling. I don't know why one invisible wall would cause damage and the other one would not. Anywho, so far today, no invisible walls. Is that a copper over there? Yeah. Alright, so, yeah, next rest area that we come to, that's what we're stopping at. Will it be before 5 o'clock? Yeah, who knows? 5 o'clock is our max time. That's our 11 hours on the road. So let's keep our eyes peeled for the horizon, see if we see any changes up in the distance, which usually means the city's coming up. Well, we're in Walcott. Population 0, I would assume. Can't see the map, so I couldn't quite say. I mean, that was kind of interesting. Just the hum of the Volvo engine that we got today. All on the I-80 going cross country. Now, I would have preferred if we found a different load going to the northeast. I would have liked to separate the loads instead of just one continuous journey. Just to change it up a bit, but this was the only one headed this direction. So it looks like we're coming up on a town/city, and being 4:30, yeah, I think it's time to possibly get off. Now the only problem I have is I can see rest areas over there, so I can't go to the map and mark it because the map is not going to allow me to. Was that on the interstate? No, that's not on the interstate. Are we at the I think we're at the I-80 truck stop. I forgot all about, how can I forget about the I-80 truck stop in Davenport? I think that's what we're coming up to. Yes, we are. Well, there's a McDonald's over there. I haven't eaten McDonald's in real life in 19 years myself. World's largest truck stop, Iowa 80. It's almost perfect. How could I forget about this place, man? How could I forget about this place? Where is the gas area, the fuel areas? Well, I'm going through a parking lot. I'm going to get back on the road. I can just drive through everywhere. Unless there's invisible walls here somewhere. Now, the last I heard about this truck stop area, I think it's up to 120 acres. And really, you could pretty much... am I going to get to that trigger? I really need to get... I don't need it that desperately, but can I get into that trigger? The triggers are kind of in the islands here. There we go. Had to go over the curb to get there, but we're there. So I've been past this place, but I didn't stop there, but I did read up on it, watched a couple videos on it in the past, and basically like trucker said, if you need something for your truck, just pull in here, and they're pretty much going to have it. If they don't, they'll get it for you in a day. Alright, let's go ahead and park it on up. Plenty of places to park, that's for darn sure. You would hope so, being the biggest truck stop in, I don't want to say the world, but definitely in the U.S. I thought these were parking spots, but they're not. Now, let's just go ahead and park over here. Now, the problem is, if I pull too far forward, am I going to go out of the zone, or am I still going to be in it? We're good. Park next to the other Volvo truck. Let me pull up to be equal with him, because that way I know we're good. Alright, park and brake. Turn off the engine. Ooh, I almost hit the button to rest. We don't want to do that. So here we are in Davenport. I had to stop, think for a second. Like, where the heck am I? We're in Davenport. That's where we are. That's where we are. Actually, let me go ahead and, because I forgot to take a screenshot. You already seen the thumbnail. There you have it, because Iowa 80. Iowa 80. That's where we're at. Anywho, let's do what we do every episode is, well, we'll jump on out, and we'll see what our drivers are up to. I think we got all of our drivers on balance now. Yeah, they're all got four, I almost said 4 stars, but 4 levels of long distance, so they're all good. Anywho, she does have a load, and she'll be done in a day, so there's a little bit of cash coming in 24 hours. 56 hours there, but he does have a load. And he has a load, and he'll be done in 10 hours. 44 hours. Delivering cars. 45 hours, so a couple days. 12 hours. Delivering mobile barriers, and of course, I got ventilation shafts. So everyone's got a load, which is great. We still got some drivers actually on the road. They're working in the afternoons now. Who knew? But yeah, hopefully when time we get to Ithaca, I'm hoping that will be, I don't know, the way the day's going. Nah, I'm hoping to get me up to 65,000. That $3,000 a day will chew in to the profits that we're making. But the company is, actually the profits per the last 7 days went down. Go figure. Where is, how are we doing on the loans? I mean, how many days have we chewed into the 23 days that we've paid in the loans here. In duration, it's only 336 days worth of loans, so it's not even a full year. Interesting. But I could take out, no, it won't, you can borrow another 60,000. I don't need to. So I'm not high enough level to borrow that $2 million. I forgot what level that was supposed to. Maybe it's level 20 before you can borrow $2 million. Because we're just yeah, there's our total right there. That helps out. So I can, yeah. Anyways, doesn't matter. We're away from that. Let's go into, because you know, someone's going to ask. I don't want to do it because it would be too much disappointing if we could have. So let's buy online. So the thing would be is the truck would have to be 150,000. So this truck here, let's do custom configuration here. Let's see here. I would want 6x2. That'd be the cab that we want. If I were to scroll on down. So there's, yeah, so the price of the truck would have been too much that we're looking for. They got 10 speed, 13, so I would have got a 13 speed with a retarder. So, yeah, the price would be $164,000, so we wouldn't have been able to, if that we got that load to Cheyenne, delivered it. Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to afford that truck anyways. So, wouldn't have happened. Yep, we don't need to, but who knows. So what I'll do next episode, or hopefully right after this episode, is I'll remember to disable the Pro Mods Canada map so we can scroll over. Yeah, I don't know why, because the Pro Mods map has to go first, and that is somehow scaling the coast-to-coast map where I can't scroll over, which kind of sucks. But we'll be able to see where we are. I can't even scroll over and say, hey, we're here. But yeah, we're somewhere around there. And Ithaca is like, well, way the heck up here. But anyways, we'll figure that out next episode. We won't quite get to Ithaca. At least we'll be able to look at the map and find our way over there a little bit easier. But anyways, that is going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching. As always, I'll catch you again right here in American Truck Simulator. But until then, wait, where's the horn? Have a good one.